Hi, my name is Brie from BougieBrie.com. I am doing a bit of an eyeshadow palette collection. I did one last year. I did several last year because I have a large collection of eyeshadows. There's only one person on YouTube that I've seen that has more than I do. Oh, don't start doing that. Don't start flickering. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm not an amateur YouTuber. I'm a person that's using YouTube to post videos for her blog. So, I also don't care what people think about my collection. I don't care if you have an opinion, if it's too much or too little or whatever, excessive, if it's wasteful. If I want this shit to sit in a drawer so I can pull it out every 6 months and go, ooh, look how pretty. That's what I wanted to do. It's my money. I don't hurt anybody. I'm a good person. I invest in society and I can do what I want with my money. So any comments, you can keep to yourself. Okay, so the first one I have, these are eye and face palettes, is by Lorac. This is the Lorac Refined Romance. It's, I've used this one, and you're going to hear me say I haven't used this quite a lot. This is the second one by Lorac in that little series. It's called the Enchanting Elegance. Oh, crud. This one's always hard to get out. This is a cool tone palette. This is really pretty. Yeah, I like this one. I have not used this one. Most of these I've bought either from Ulta or Sephora or for the brand itself, from the brand itself. But a lot of these I've gotten on Poshmark and Mercari, like this one, this Be Beautiful from Bare Minerals Eye and Face Palette. Bare Minerals is a company that people sleep on. These shadows and powders are amazing. They're absolutely lovely. This I only bought for the packaging, I'll admit it. This is the It Cosmetics It Girl palette. And it's actually very beautiful. And I think they have another one out for this holiday season. It's really pretty, really beautiful colors. Okay, then the next one I have is the Naked on the Run. This came up on Ulta several months back. And I had to grab it because I wanted to complete the Naked collection. So that's the Naked on the Run by Urban Decay. Some of these are in boxes. I have no idea why. Some are in boxes and some aren't, but that's what's happening. This is Into the Sun by Glowed Up Cosmetics. If the lights start flickering, that's because I'm using my vanity lights to film with. This is Into the Sun by Glowed Up Cosmetics. This is beautiful. I haven't used this because this is more of a summer palette, so I haven't used this one. So, like I said, you're going to hear that a lot. I encourage you to guess how many I have. I have more than 200, less than 1,000. So in the comments, put a number. You don't get anything like a prize or anything. I don't do giveaways. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't have time for that stuff. You either watch it because you want to or you don't. This is from last year's Christmas collection from Too Faced. This is the one with the 3 palettes. This is the Natural Beauty. I haven't used this one, and I'm probably going to give this one away because it's very plain Jane, and I have a lot of shades like this. This one is the Super Fun Night. This is more of a smoky palette, evening palette. I like this one. I like this shade right here. And it's called Tipsy, incidentally, which I think is funny. And this is I Love Pink. I love this blush. I think this is gorgeous. So that's that little, and it comes like in a little bag, and it's really cute. Bought that totally for the packaging. Then, I am not a MAC fan. I will just say that right now. This is the MAC Risk Taker. But I like this pink right here in this bronzy shade. I haven't used any of these. I actually had all of them in this series. And I sold a bunch on Mercari and Poshmark, but I kept the ones that I wanted to try. This is Basic Bitch. I like this because it's a cool tone palette, and I don't have a lot of cool tone palettes. And plus, I like this shade right here. Okay, and then I have Mischief Minx. I love this, like, this would, I don't know if this would be a bronzer for some people. It's a highlighter for me, and I love these bronzy shades. Can't wait to try this one. I'm probably going to try this in the next couple of weeks. I've had it for a while. Then I would not buy this full for price because everybody was like, this sucks, it's so horrible, blah, blah, blah. So I got it on Mercari, I think, for $12. These shadows are terrible. They're awful. They're just trash. But the face powders are wonderful, so I really enjoyed the Urban Decay Backtalk palette. So then I have some baskets here, and we're going to go into the baskets. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tamana palette. Really cute palette. I love Anastasia's earlier, oh my gosh, I can't talk, earlier stuff. Why can I not put this in? And I like some of her stuff now, but like the Sultry palette, I'm just not living for that at all. It's not even Oh no, this goes back in here. I love this one, the Shadow Couture. It has that shade Pink Champagne that everybody loves. Everybody loves this shade. So it's gorgeous, and I like metallic. I have metallic in a single too. Then I have the Self Made palette, which I love because I love this deep purple shade. Really pretty palette. I showed this one. I showed this one. Then I have the Artist palette, which is gorgeous. Like, it's a great introduction to color. So then I am a diehard Lorac fan. Oh, let me do the rest of these. Then my favorite palette. Well, let me do this one. This is the one that everybody like loves and goes hard for, the Modern Renaissance. I don't really like this palette. I've tried to use it, but I have it in a project pan, so I'm trying to use it because everybody says it's wonderful, but I don't really like it. This is mine. This is the one that I love, the Subculture. I love. This is like a top 5 palette. This shade up here, gorgeous. This one, these two, I love it. The only shade, I keep doing this, that's crap, is the one in the corner cube. That's crap. Then I have Soft Glam, which I haven't used yet, and I know everybody's like, oh no, you should use it, it's awesome. How you have something and not use it? Because that's what I want to do. I like this one. It's kind of pinky mauvey. It's got a black. I think it's important to always have a black in an eyeshadow palette. My other favorite, I'd say top 10, it's the Norvina. Gorgeous. I have backups of the Norvina and the Subculture already because I plan on going hard into it in 2019. So, and then I also have, I'm using this week, the Prism palette, which is this one. I love this palette. This shade up here, what is this called? Sphere, is gorgeous. This is a great palette. So I'm really glad I'm using that this week. Okay, so those are those 3. And then, like I was saying, I'm a diehard Lorac fan. My very first eyeshadow palette, I was in Sephora, Ulta, and I was like, I need to get, like, this is my first high-end. I need to get an eyeshadow palette, and the guy was like, this is what you need to get. And so this is my Lorac Pro 1. I love it. It's in my panning project for this year. Because I have so many, it's hard to get through them. Let me see if I can do this kind of in order here. The rest of them are. Okay, this is the Lorac Pro 2. This is the Lorac Pro 3. This is my second one because I gave away my first one to my best friend Megan. This is the Lorac Pro 4. I haven't used this because I want to use this. The what the hell is it that I just showed it? Oh, the Norvina and another palette that has purple tones. I want to use it all together, and so I haven't had a chance to do that. And like I said, I have a lot of stuff. Okay, and then the rest of my Lorac, I have all the unzips. So this is the Lorac Unzip Gold. This is my second one. I had like destroyed my first one because I loved it so much. I don't get a lot of shade use out of these shades, but I love them. I think they're gorgeous. Then the Lorac Lorac Unzipped, which I find better than the Urban Decay palette, the third one. Then this is the Ocean Sunset, Unzipped Ocean Sunset, which I have not used. I've only swatched this one. But I have used the Desert Sunset. And I have used the Mountain Sunset. Or the Mountain, yeah, Sunset. So I love those. Okay, so we're going to move on to Kat Von D. Everybody has opinions about Kat Von D. I think what she's doing in terms of, you know, making a statement by being a public nuisance, by not vaccinating her child is irresponsible, not just for like herself, but for humanity. You live on this planet with other people, and you shouldn't be an asshole and do stupid stuff. That's just how I feel about it. This is the shade Light Eye. I have a backup of this one because I've done some damage to this pretty good. I have the Glimmer, but it's way down here in a box, and I don't feel like pulling it out. So just know that I have that one. And then I have these 3. The Interstellar, which I've done some damage to. In the beginning, I was really into cool tones. This is like one of my top 5. This is my second one of these. That's why it looks so new. This is the Chrysalis, and this is my second one of these. This is my Monarch. some of my best palettes, top 10 for sure. Then I have the I Am Divine. I am not necessarily in love with this palette, but I love Divine. So that's why I got this one. And this was before, right before, I think, all the debacle, or during. I wasn't aware at that time, let's just say that. And then I wasn't aware also when I bought the 10th anniversary palette. I had just purchased this, and I was like, you know what? I already got it. I really wanted it. I do speak English. I really wanted it. So this is beautiful artwork by Kat Von D. I have her metal matte and her mini palettes, but those are in different sections of my eyeshadow palette collection. So I should have said in the beginning, I have high-end, small high-end, large, custom, luxury, and affordable. So that's this basket. This basket is done. Okay. Where is Urban Decay? Let's do Urban Decay. Let's say, here's my most used palette. This is my electric palette. I have a backup of this because I've done some damage into this one too. At first, a long time, it was my only brights palette, so I used it constantly. Even though probably for my age it's not appropriate, but I don't care. And then I have, let's see, the Naked One. That's over here. I actually had another Naked One, and I used it a lot, but then I was affected by Hurricane Harvey last year, and I lost that one in the flood. So then I have the Urban Decay Smoked palette. Got some use out of that. What else? Then I have the Urban Decay, what is this, number 2? Naked 2. This is my second one. Also has some damage into it. Then the Urban Decay Naked 3. This one I've used a lot. I was really into rosy tones at one point. Oh my goodness. I do speak English, I promise you guys. Then I have the Naked Heat, which I just used for the first time the other day. And I found, like everybody else, you get the same look. I mean, it's a beautiful look, but just the same look every time. Then I have the Urban Decay Smoky, which I've used the bejesus out of, like really gone hard into that one. Then I have the Moon Dust, which, you know, this one could leave my collection today and I would be okay with it. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's nice, but it's, you know, it's not everything to me. I also have both of the Basquiat, Jean-Michel Basquiat. If you don't know who Jean-Michel Basquiat is, do some research. He was a Haitian immigrant into New York that was an artist, and he died, unfortunately. This is the other Jean-Michel Basquiat. This is one is the Tenant. I think this is the Tenant, and this is gorgeous. I have backups of both of this that I have on my wall, so. Then I have the Beach palette, which I have not used. I got it this summer. I haven't used it, but I intend to. I just haven't gotten around to it. I have a lot of stuff. So those are really pretty colors. I like this blue. Really pretty. Okay, what else do we have down here? I want to love this palette because I love Gwen Stefani, but I hate this palette. It's such crap. I mean, for me at least. It's just, there's nothing in here. Like, this whole row is the same. This whole row is, I mean, it's nothing. Nothing for me. And people say, oh, there's some slight variations. Yeah, very slight, but, like, not enough to make a difference on my skin. Then I have the After Dark palette, which I love. Love, love, love this palette. Great jewel tones. Then I have, okay, I have this palette, but I'm not really excited that I have it. Kristen Leanne said some things that I found inappropriate, racially motivated. She said them after I purchased this, but this is a gorgeous palette. It is. It's gorgeous. But if you are a first-time makeup user, you're like, what the hell is this? Like, who okayed, who said this shit was okay? Because it's not. It's so confusing. But, I mean, I can make it work because I've been, you know, doing this for a while. But if you're just like some random woman that wants to try color and you get that palette, you're going to be like, what do I do with this? Then I have, this is a palette that I sold and then purchased back. This is the Distortion palette. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I bought it full price. I sold it for more than what I bought it, and then I bought it half price. So, came out ahead on that one. I sold it. I didn't give it enough chance. I really didn't. So, now let's go into, I think, Too Faced is the next one. So, I do have, oh crap, that's down here too. I do have the chocolate bar, the original chocolate bar, which has some significant use. And then I have, that's down here in my project pan. This is my project pan area right here. This is the semi-sweet. And the bonbons is down there too, down here. These are all like Fantastic Collab stuff that I'm working on. Then I have the peach palette, which I could really just give to somebody. I really don't like this palette. I think it's really ugly. Personal preference. Then I have the Clover palette. Oh wait, this goes here. The Clover palette, which you're gonna shoot me. I haven't used this yet. I've had it for a year and I haven't used it, and that's okay. If it bothers you, then, you know, click out right now, because it's going to be a lot of that going on in this video. I just haven't used it. I'm not, like, super motivated to use it, but I'm not motivated to give it away either. So when I get around to it, I'll get around to it. Now, this one bothers me. I need to use this. Like, I keep missing it in my rotation. I rotate my makeup every 2 weeks, and I keep screwing this up. I want to use this. I just haven't. I've had it for a year in December. The Gold Bar palette is gorgeous. It's not even swatched. Now that you can give me hell about. I did use this right away when I got it, though. I have the Gingerbread Spice palette. I was so excited, and I was pleasantly surprised. This shade is true to color. It is gorgeous. This is a great palette. Great palette. Too Faced has some hits and misses, but when they make a hit, I mean, it really is out of the park. So, let's see. Then I have the Too Faced Love palette, which has got some use in it. Then I have the Too Faced Pretty Rebel. I got this palette strictly off of While Young and Polish. She was the one who was raving about this palette, so I got this palette because of her, because, you know, I really like her. So, then, ooh, I missed one over here for Urban Decay. This is the Urban Decay Born to Run. I've also had this one since July and haven't used it. I know people are going, what? Oh my God. Like, you live your life, let me live mine. Let's meet somewhere in the middle. Okay, so that's that basket. Ooh. All right. Then, now we're going into, like, more indie products. Okay, or products that, like, are not mainstream, so to speak. This is Japanese Pixelated Color Palette. I actually sold this to my friend Audrey on Poshmark, and I bought it back from her. She didn't want it, so I haven't used it. I've had it for a while. That's kind of the theme. Excuse me. This is the Sugar Pill Little Twin Stars. I have used this. This is really cute. I have used this a little bit, not a lot, but I have used it. It's really cute. Sugar Pills make some extraordinary eyeshadows. I don't know anything about any other products that they may make, but their eyeshadow. Am I special? What is wrong with me? It goes in here. Okay, there we go. Because we weren't going to move forward until I got that figured out. These are others that I have not used yet, and I'm ashamed of this also. These are the Ace Beauty palettes. I love Ace Beauty. I was on their quintessential palette as soon as it came out. Let's do this one. This is the Classical Paradise. Somebody is knocking at my door, and it is not going to get answered. I love this, like, poo-poo, dirty poo-poo green. And then, I probably should just take them out of the box. See, here's the thing. If I ever sell these, I want the boxes to be with it because it looks better and the price value goes up if you have the box. But I probably should just put them in a large container somewhere. This is the one that I'm, like, aching to. This is the one I want to use with the Lorac Pro 3 and with the Norvina. This is the Paradise Fallen. That shit there, girl or guy, it is beautiful. I mean, I love Ace Beauty. I had their quintessential palette, and then I bought the Grandiose, and then they sent it to us in BoxyCharm. This is Slice of Paradise. And see, I did not buy, I can't remember, it was a Saucebox with the new palette they have called Block Party. I didn't buy that one because I have the Slice of Paradise, and I have the Blossom Paradise, which I'm about to show you. So I didn't feel it necessary to buy that palette, which is something I never do. I usually just buy whatever I want. But I thought that one through. Oh, goodness. This is Blossom Paradise. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I am super organized, and I cannot have my stuff just looking any old kind of way, because I'm not going to, like, fix it after, because I'm going to be tired, and I have to go to work after I film this, so. Okay. Dadgammit, what? I know somebody's going, would you just freaking go, heifer? Like, just, okay, sorry. Then I have this, which is also top 10 eyeshadow palette, the Jouer Skinny Dip. Let me give you one of these, just so you can know what life is about. It's gorgeous. Here's another one. You see that? That is just gorgeous. I wish I had a backup of this, because that's the only reason I'm not digging hard into it, because I love that. I mean, it's just a lid shade and a crease color, and you're gone. You're good to go. Okay, and then this is the Kylie palette. Don't ask me why. I didn't buy this full price. I bought it on Poshmark, I think it was. And I had some Poshmark money to spend, and so that's why I have this one. It's okay. I mean, it's pretty. It's okay. I mean, I can live life without it, but... And then, oh, I know why I bought it. Okay, so I bought the Nice and the Naughty palettes last Christmas, which I have not used, and I don't care what you think. Shoot. Okay. We're going to have to take these out next time. Like, this is taking up too much of my time. And the Naughty palette, I think I have used. I want to say I have used it. No, I have not. I'm a liar. But I wanted to. I like this cranberry shade right here. It's really pretty. And the emerald shade at the bottom is also really pretty. Okay. And then I have the KKW and Mario palette, which, I mean, if you really, like, first of all, the packaging is bullshit. Like, what is this? And if you cover this up, this blue, what does that look like? What does that look like? That's a neutral palette, people. Come on. It's not, I mean, I don't know. I went balls to the wall to get it, too, and I should have just kept my damn money. I don't even like Kim Kardashian. I'm not even, like, hardcore into her. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her, but I'm just not, like, a fan, like a super fan or something. So, then I have one of my favorite brands, which I'm getting the berry one that just came out, Dominique Cosmetics. She was so cool. She screwed up. She says she did. And the formula of this one, and she sent everyone a brand new one and let us keep the other one, which I thought was really super duper cool. Where's my palette? Where is my Dominique Cosmetics palette? Oh, here it is. It's up here. This is one of my top 5 palettes ever. This is a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous everyday palette. If you're looking for an everyday palette, this is it right here. This is it. Let me see if there's anything else in here I just noticed up here. Oh, here it is. Here's this. Yeah, I need to get these out. Okay. Then I have the Queen of Hearts palette. Before Nika Tutorials even knew who Colored Rain was, I was on top of this shit. One of my favorite palettes. It's up here. That's where all the ones that I'm trying to use. Beauty Killer by Jeffree Star. I bought this before I knew he was an asshole. So, you know, I figure he already has my money, you know, so what am I going to do about that? Then this first palette, also top 10. Laura Lee Cat's Pajamas. Love this for just an everyday neutrals palette. Great. I don't know what happened to Laura Lee. Let me say this about Laura Lee. I never liked her. Like, she's not the type of person I just, like, roll with or whatever. But I will tell you this. When you're young, you do and say some stupid shit. And, I mean, I don't think we should hold people... I think we should hold people accountable. Don't get me wrong. But you can't torch that girl forever. I'm sure I've said some derogatory racial things or whatever. You know, we're human. We make mistakes. So let's just move forward. But Jeffree Star, on the other hand, I have not seen any change in him. And so I really have no desire to rock with him. This is the Nudie Patootie by Laura Lee. And another thing is, like, these YouTubers, they are not, how do I say this? They are not groomed the way, like, celebrities are. You know, they're just flying by the seat of their pants, you know. They don't have, like, people that come in. They do have PR and you know, public relations people, but they don't have that from the jump. They don't learn that from the jump. They just get on camera and try to see if they can make something happen. People that are actors and stuff, they have PR teams from the beginning. This is the Androgyny palette by Jeffree Star. I love this military shade. I haven't used it yet, though. Like, these YouTubers are real world people. They're not actors that have been to Juilliard or, you know, they haven't had any formal training on how to conduct themselves and what to say and what not to say. And even those who have had that training, they don't know what the hell they're doing either. This is the Shoshinga Jello Color Kit. I love this palette. It looks like it's nothing, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I love this palette. I tried to sell it on Poshmark and then in Mercari, and I pulled it off there because I just love it. It's so pretty. And I got it for like, I don't know if I paid full price or I can't remember, but let's see. We got those. We got this one. What's this one? Oh, this is on sale on my Poshmark right now. This is the Softbox Etude palette. It's great for eyeshadows and stuff, but even for bronzing and contouring. It's a really pretty palette. Okay, and then this is another awesome brand with amazing customer service, the Solo Look. This thing is huge. You see how thick this is? Thick as my head. But this is the Dirty Dancing palette. It's supposed to be like a VHS because, you know, in the times of Dirty Dancing, we didn't have DVD. And it's just a very simple palette. I had an issue with my shipment, and I promise you, Solo Look went hard to try to resolve it, and they were so awesome. I even wrote a review about, because I was so impressed, like, of the customer service that I received. I would recommend them any day of the week, and I have some of their smaller palettes. This is the Flashdance palette, also 80s themed, just some big old eyeshadows, really great, excuse me, quality. This is the Crown Cosmetics palette that I need to get rid of. I don't need this. I need to sell it. Everybody's selling it on Mercari and Poshmark. I just don't need this. It's 1,000 Shades of Brown and some bronzes. So, I haven't tried it. I don't know. It may be excellent quality, but I don't need it. This is the Jouer Springtime in Paris. I think is what this is called. I haven't used this. I bought this at Nordstrom's. Really pretty. I can tell you right now it's not going to be the same quality as the Skinny Dip, but I'm going to try it. Then, what else is this? What's this? Okay, now these right here, all of these, are my Makeup Addiction Cosmetics palettes. This one, first one is a, what do they call that? A highlighter palette, but it's more for eyeshadows for this black woman. I can't wear this stuff on my face. Are you kidding me? Then I have the Vintage palette. These are really affordable, but the quality is amazing. Oh, my back is hurting. Okay, this is the Meadow palette. I've gone hard on this one too. I like this palette. This is the Flaming Love. Gone hard on this one too. And then this is the Smoked Out palette. Okay, so those are all Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. Hold on, I gotta sit back. My back is hurting. Okay. Then the next bunch are Zoeva, which is also not high-end, but I love Zoeva. So, oh, my back. This is the Cocoa Blend. Neutral palette. Very good. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not like, you know, superstar. It's good. Rose Gold, same thing. Not superstar palette, but it's good. It works. Naturally Yours. I think someone gave me this or traded me this. I don't remember. But I have not used this because it is like plain Jane. I don't really even need this palette, but I kind of like Zoeva's quality, even though their palettes are pretty much all the same. I mean, this is the Rodeo Belle. Now this one I like. There's some different colors in there. And then the next two I like a lot too, because they're different colors. I mean, I have 3 palettes. These 3 palettes are virtually the same. They're all, you know, nude palettes. This is the Offline, which is so pretty. So, so pretty. And then Opulence, I had to track down like a dog. That red. So those are, I like those too. Okay, and we're almost getting through this. I think we got one more basket. And I think we'll be done. And I'm sorry that I didn't show you the ones that, but there's only like 3 or 4 that I missed. Okay, all right, this is the last basket. These are brands that are not necessarily very popular, you know, not mainstream, but they're definitely in Sephora or Ulta. Okay, so this one is Touch and Soul, the Medalist palette. First of all, this palette was $40-something. And let me tell you something. Listen to this. It's plastic. It's cheap as shit, and that pisses me off. I expect it to be not this. It's like L'Oreal. It's terrible. But the palette is gorgeous. It's really pretty. They're very pretty. So, but the packaging is cheap. And then it went on sale, which hurt my feelings so bad. Then I have the Soiree Diaries. I actually repurchased this because I got it in a BoxyCharm and I gave it to either my niece or my friend or somebody. And so I repurchased it. This is the BoxyCharm and Pure Cosmetics collaboration. I don't want to try this because every tutorial I've seen, the person is just like, this sucks so bad. So I might give that one away too. This one I'm not though. This is gorgeous. This is the Visionary palette. If you can see, I've gotten some use out of this. And they're replaceable, which I love that. This one I bought at Ulta in April. Oh, another thing is every single eyeshadow palette that I have, all my items, actually everything, is tagged. The day I bought it, the month I bought it, and the year I bought it. So these are my Becca palettes. And I'll show, like this one says like 1028. This is the Ocean Jewels. I lost the little thing that goes in here. I don't like the mirror being dirty. It bothers me. So I put this in here. This is the Après Ski, I think. Yeah. And these are supposed to be the Becca highlighters in eyeshadow form. I haven't used this one. I didn't hear great reviews about it either, which hurts my feelings. That's why I don't want to use it. So, and then this one I just got, and the reviews on on Sephora were so shitty. And so I was like, I don't really want to buy this. So, but I was in Sephora looking at something else, and I saw that it was on sale, and I swatched it, and I'm telling you what, this is a damn gorgeous ass palette. So, sorry about the flickering of my bulbs. So, I love this palette. I'm super excited to use it. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We got about 10 or 15 more. Okay, let's do my other favorite brand. This is the Lustrous palette by Makeup Forever. This one is from last year in Christmas. Holiday, sorry. Let's be PC, girl. This was holiday 2016. I actually gave this away or something, but I was able to find it on Mercari, brand new, unused, everything. So I was really happy about that. Because I like the old formula from Makeup Forever, even though I have some of the singles from the new formula. This, I think, is 2017. This one I also gave away and repurchased. So, happy about that. Oh, no, 2006. One of them is 2015, one's 2016, one's 2017. I can't remember. Then I have my 3... Let me grab this Stila one while I'm in here. My 3 Pretty Vulgar palettes. Come here, God dang it. Okay. Let's start with the one that I probably will never use, which is the Nightingale palette. I have no need for this. It is so muted and unattractive. Then I have the Rising Phoenix, which I love. And then my favorite, which is the Pretty Birdie. I love that one. Then I have my Stila In the Moment. I love purple. Purple and pink are great shades for me. I like greens and blues too. Then I have my Fenty, what the hell is it? Galaxy, is that what it's called? Again, this is another palette that I could, you know, sell and I'd be okay with it. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not like super duper exciting for me. I mean, you know what I mean? Do you have stuff like that where you're like, I like it, but I mean, if somebody offered me money, I'd be okay with it. Losing it. Like these two. These are the Full Exposure by Smashbox, which I have never used. I got it special from Nordstrom's. And this is the Double Exposure, which I've used to be damned. And Smashbox brushes are amazing. Just FYI. Okay, this is another one I sold and got back. The Ice Cream palette. And I did not sell it because the quality was bad. It was actually excellent quality. I just couldn't figure out what the hell to do with it. And then I sold it, and then I watched some tutorials, which I should have done before I sold it. And so I purchased it for $9. I was super happy about that. Then here's the Dose of Colors Hidden Treasure palette. This palette bothers the shit out of me. What in the fuck? Who said this was okay? This is like the big space here, this space over here, this space right here. Like, I am not okay with that. I don't support that type of behavior in making of eyeshadow palettes. That shit is bothersome. Then I have two also that I sold that I was able to get back on Mercari in a bundle. This is the Chloe Morello and Ciate London. I love Ciate London. This is the Pretty Fun and Fearless #1. I got these both for $20, so I was super happy about that. We're almost there, guys. Then this can really go away too. Haven't even used it, don't want to use it. This is the MAC times 15 Nordstrom special. What in the fuck? What was I thinking? I don't need this. I do not need it. Like, it's still got the plastic on the thing. Like, I'm not. I had Nordstrom bucks, and then there was a special, and I got it for like $10. Something silly. Something where you're just like, oh, well, I just have to buy it now. It's damn near free. So, then I have this one, which is more my style. This is the times 15 warm, which I haven't used, but it's more my speed. Then I have all of Violet Voss's eyeshadow palettes except the Mad About You or Matte You, but this is the rainbow palette, and I put it in my regular eyeshadow palettes because it's not very big. The other ones are kind of big. So we're almost there. 2 more palettes, or 3 or 4, I can't tell. Then this one is, oh yeah, Bare Minerals, another Bare Minerals palette. This is Bare Sensuals. I love this palette. It's a plain front, but these mauve colors are everything. I got this at Nordstrom, not Nordstrom Rack, but Nordstrom for like 15 bucks, I think it was. I had a bunch of Nordstrom's bucks, or whatever it's called. I don't know what they're called, but this is gorgeous. I love this packaging. It's very mirror. This is Bare Minerals Hidden Treasures. Now, this is super simple. Like, the difference between this one and the MAC one is the quality. The quality on this is amazing. The MAC one is just, I could do something else with my money, honest to God. Oh, here's my Makeup Forever Starlit. When I opened this, one of my shades was broken, so it's very soft. Let me see if I can. It's very soft. This is the Starlit palette. I can't wait to use that purple. Okay, we're almost there. I think one more. This brand's name bothers me because it seems kind of gross. I don't know, not inappropriate, just like you could have chosen a gazillion names. Like you could have called your brand, you know, Don Juan. I don't know, Lakeisha. You could have named your brand anything, but you named it Flesh. Like that is, that just grosses me out. But I got this one from Ulta on an exclusive. I think it's called the Starshine. Yeah, Starshine. I love the purples. It's pretty good quality. I would never pay full price for it, though. I just, based on the name alone, the branding of this is horrible. And then I got one more. This is Sephora Pro Pigment Palette. Now, I bought this like 4 times, and every time it broke. See, it's still breaking. God dang it. Hold on. Just be done with this shit. I haven't used it because I'm so thrown off by this freaking shade. Jeez, that pisses me off. Let me show you this silver. It's really pretty, this gold. They're pretty shades. They're pretty, they're gorgeous. But that red just throws me off because it's all screwed off. And that, my friends, is it. I have a couple of other ones, but don't feel like digging down there to get them. Let me see if I can, if you could see those. Yeah, that's from the Sephora palette. They're down here. This right here and this right here are all Project Pan stuff. So I try to get through my stuff. I really do. That's it, guys. Thank you so much if you tuned in. If you have a negative comment, keep it to yourself because I don't care what you think. If you have something positive to say, that's always welcome. If you have some constructive criticism, that's awesome. If you have any ideas how I can rotate this, you know, more efficiently, I'm totally open to that because I know I have a lot. I do want to say that this year I sold like 150 eyeshadow palettes, so I do try to push things out. I try to get rid of stuff. Follow me at bougiebrie.com. That is www.bougiebrie.com. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you have a blessed day. If no one told you today that you're loved, that you're special, that you are a cherished person in this world, you definitely are, and I'm here to tell you that. Do something nice and kind for somebody else today. It comes back full force. Thanks.